Good morning.
Lost in the zone, now they're paying rent in Hades' bone home. Both crackheads, no shelter in the night. Underworld gates, that eternal fright. Denials echo through torturous light. Only face facts could have saved their plight. Lightning crack, no way back. Lost souls on brimstone track. Ignorance, gotta pay the toll. Zeus truth or face the dole. Charon's boats too full to float. Wails of the foolish on the underworld note. Denied Olympian decree, now they tote. Eternal chains, no antidote. Gods convene, truth unseen. Demigods whisper, lost souls scream. Follow the path or drown in the stream. Zeus wrath, a cruel dream. Dreams of torment echo loud. Lost in sulfur, death.
Greetings, let's go.
Zeus watches from Olympus cloud. Rejected truth, their fates avowed.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Thor. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know why we are here. Let's go. Let's get this show started. All right, what is today? Thursday? Oh my God, October 24th. Let's go. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Woo!
Lost souls on brimstone track. Ignorance.
All right, let's go. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Once again, we are back in the Thunderdome. I am your host. Good morning, everyone. I know, listen, go ahead, have a seat. You know, you all are so lovely this morning, all right? Seriously. All right, good morning. Yeah, it was a great town hall. She totally crushed it. Yes, did. All right. All right, so listen, before we get today's show started, let's take care of some housekeeping. For those of you who do not know who I am, I go by the name Zeus, or as some like to say, Triple H. And why do they call me Triple H, ladies and gentlemen? Well, it's quite simple. The first H is because I'm honest. The second H is because I'm humble. And the last and the final H, ladies and gentlemen, is because I am and will always remain the most handsome. Right, Selena? Many of you are familiar with what we do over here on this side of town, all right? What we do over here is very, very special. We hold our friends on the right, all right, especially their deranged cult leader, Donald J. Trump, accountable for their dirty, disgusting, good morning, Izzy, their dirty, disgusting, filthy deeds, as well as their crimes. And isn't it safe to say, ladies and gentlemen, isn't it safe to say that our friends on the right, they seem to have hit the jackpot when it comes to being some of the most corrupt criminals we have ever seen in our nation? I mean, these people, as far as I'm concerned, they're the worst of the worst, right? Good morning. All right, so what I'll say is this. Do we have any Trump supporters out there, all right? Any Trump supporters? And shout out to my fellow Democrats. Shout out to my Democrats. Y'all are real ones. Independents, real Republicans. You know I have nothing but love for you. I have a big heart for you. Thank you. Any Trump supporters out there, though? Any of y'all still in the cult? If you're a Trump supporter, please identify yourself. Whatever you do to identify yourself. I just want to know kind of where the temperature is at on a Thursday morning. Thank you, Jimmy. All right, I guess MAGA is Mountain Folks for Trump. That's a good one. All right, I've never heard of Mountain Folks for Trump, but I got something to say to you. You might want to leave this live because it's going to get a little uncomfortable for you. All right. You know why? Because we're going to tell the truth this morning. All right. And it's going to make you, if you're hungry, you're not going to be so hungry. If you are in a good mood, I'll probably ruin that and you'll be feeling so angry. All right. So leave this live. Who is this? Wait a second. Black women for Trump? Robert, please. Listen, if you're a Trump supporter, leave right now because it's going to get uncomfortable. But get this, you don't got to take my word for it. Listen to your leader.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah, he does. He does need to leave. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are in basically the campaign. The election is winding down in this November. If you're undecided, I don't know. I don't really understand what the hang up is, right? I think it's crystal clear, ladies and gentlemen. Do you want to have a country or do you not want to have a country? And that's what this is really all about. I'm not going to let it go. I think what we all need to be focusing on right now is the danger that Donald Trump poses to this country. All right. Donald Trump, this thing with the mustache, man, it's very alarming, right? So what I want to do is we're going to get right back into it with my good friend Lawrence O'Donnell. And I need MAGA to really understand, unfortunately, this disqualifies Donald Trump, amongst other things. I hear there's some breaking news that's going to be coming out as well, and we'll get into that.
Saying Adolf Hitler did some good things.
This is true.
Donald Trump has not said what those good things are.
Right.
Donald Trump's response today to his former White House Chief of Staff, Marine Corps General John Kelly, quoting Donald Trump's praise of Hitler, was not to deny the words that John Kelly quoted Donald Trump saying. Donald Trump's response was a written statement simply calling John Kelly, quote, a total degenerate. Donald Trump did not issue a statement saying Hitler did not do some good things. Donald Trump could have issued a statement saying that, but he didn't. Donald Trump knows that he has the American Nazi supporters out there who are going to vote for him. Actual American Nazis. Small sliver of Trump voters, but he needs every one of them. Donald Trump knows that he needs every total degenerate American Nazi voter in every swing state to vote for him.
What I thought.
And so Donald Trump cannot afford to lose a single one of them, and that's why he refused to condemn Hitler today and only condemned John Kelly.
Do you Trump supporters understand what this really looks like? I can't take any Trump supporter serious. They get in the box. They they lie. You don't care about policy. You don't care about the border. You don't care. This is all about you wanting to have the freedom, the right to go around and be evil. You want to be able to do exactly what Donald Trump does because you're scared. You're scared of Kamala Harris. You're scared of Barack Obama. You're scared of Hillary Clinton. You're scared of women. So MAGA is in full panic mode, and all of the things that be, hold on, all of the things that know a P, they embrace it. Yesterday you all saw that previous guest. He said, what did he say? He said, when he votes with his Bible in his hand. How do you vote with the Bible in your hand? How do you do evil with a Bible in your hand? But this is MAGA, ladies and gentlemen, and they've been exposed. Listen, if you have not voted, this is what you have to keep in mind, all right? What they're saying, what the generals are saying. He's a fascist.
What are the good things? What are the good things that Hitler did? That is the first question for Donald Trump, for any reporter who is next allowed to ask a question of Trump. What are the good things Hitler did? Hitler is known for attempting to exterminate every Jewish person living in Europe, and he hoped to exterminate every Jew living in the world. Hitler tried to fulfill that ambition by annihilating 6 million men, women, and children. Grandfathers, grandmothers, great-grandfathers, babies. And while Hitler was at it in those death camps, in combat, Hitler killed as many American soldiers as he possibly could. Adolf Hitler introduced the idea of bombing civilian populations from the air that had no military strategic objective. He killed men, women, and children in London that way. Adolf Hitler was from start to finish a raving madman who committed suicide when he knew he had lost World War II.
And this is the thing, right? I don't even think Trump supporters, or even actually I know Donald Trump has any clue about American history. He has no understanding about world history. He is simply hell-bent on making sure that his supporters do everything he says that he wants them to do. All right, and this is what makes Donald Trump one of the most dangerous people on the planet, ladies and gentlemen. And his supporters, they know it. There is no reason you should be voting for Donald Trump. I don't care what your issue is with the United States government. If you truly cared about this country, there is no sound justification that you can actually give us to help justify why you would support a man who praises the mustache man. This is ridiculous.
What good things?
What good things did he do?
What would you say when he said to you that Hitler did a lot of good things?
Well, I tell him that. I said, sir, first of all, you should never say that. But if you knew what Hitler was all about from the beginning to the end, everything he did was in support of his racist, fascist life, philosophy, so that nothing he did you could argue was good.
The next reporter to ask Donald Trump a question must ask him, what good things did Hitler do? Reporters must also ask Donald Trump what bad things Hitler did. And watch how reluctant Donald Trump will be to publicly condemn Hitler, because Donald Trump fears losing a single vote from a single degenerate American Nazi.
Thank you, Shay.
Donald Trump has been quoted by multiple sources saying he wished.
We cannot wake up the morning.
Hold on, we got to pay the bills. We got to pay the bills. All right, hold on. Let's get back into it.
He had Hitler's generals. Jeffrey Goldberg reported more of Donald Trump's praise of Hitler and his generals in a piece in The Atlantic yesterday under the headline,
Thank you, Rick.
Trump, I need the kind of generals that Hitler had. Hitler's generals were murderous anti-Semites who were also the worst generals fighting World War II in Europe. Hitler's generals were wrong about how to fight the war, and they lost every major battle against the great American generals whom Donald Trump dishonors with his perverse anti-Semitic praise of Hitler and Hitler's generals. And Hitler's generals conspired repeatedly to assassinate Adolf Hitler, but because they were incompetent, Hitler's generals failed in every attempt to assassinate Adolf Hitler.
Do y'all know
Donald
this?
Trump wants Hitler's generals. He doesn't want Franklin Roosevelt's generals, the generals who actually won World
y'all
War
know
II.
this, MAGA?
George C. Marshall, the general who masterminded the entire
They don't know it.
American approach to World War II in the Atlantic and the Pacific. General Dwight D.
Knowledge is
Eisenhower,
power.
who won the war in Europe and became president of the United States. Legendary generals George Patton, Douglas MacArthur, General Omar Bradley. Donald Trump doesn't want any of them. You know who
Creative
didn't
Inc.
want
Thank
Hitler's
you.
generals? Hitler. Hitler thought his generals were clowns, in the same way that Donald Trump thinks that the generals in command of the American military now are clowns. Jeffrey Goldberg reports, quote, when Trump raised the subject of German generals, Kelly responded by asking, do you mean Bismarck's generals? He went on, I knew he didn't know who Bismarck was or about
my
the Franco-Prussian War. I said, do you mean
Legendary,
the
come
Kaiser's
up here.
generals? Surely you can't mean Hitler's generals. And he said, yeah.
Or be quiet.
Hitler's generals.
I'm teaching you
Donald
something.
Trump comes from a German family who changed their name from Drumpf to Americanize the sound of that name. But Donald Trump cannot Americanize his admiration for Adolf Hitler and Adolf Hitler's generals.
Wow.
80 years ago, Franklin Delano Roosevelt was running for re-election at the height of World War II in 1944. President Roosevelt and his Republican challenger, the governor of New York, Thomas Dewey, did not disagree about Adolf Hitler. They both knew that he was the most deadly and evil enemy the United States ever faced. 4 years earlier, after Hitler had
this
started
is
World War II,
educational
the United
moment
States
for
was
MAGA.
not yet
Please bear
involved
with me. I
in the
really want them to
1940 presidential
understand.
campaign. Franklin Delano Roosevelt and his Republican challenger did not disagree
Tiffany for the people.
about the dangers of Adolf Hitler, who was already marching his way across Europe.
Do y'all know this?
Donald Trump is the only presidential nominee of a major party in the history of this country who has admired Adolf Hitler. The only one.
The fact This is sad, ladies and gentlemen. This is sad right here. You still have deranged Trump supporters in my show right now. I can see the comments. They won't come up here and actually put a little meat on the bone and explain this, but they're in the live basically confessing that they are terrible human beings. I can't even reference, Donald Trump and what he does. It violates, isn't it safe to say it violates the TikTok guidelines, right? I mean, you can't even talk about some of the things Donald Trump does because it's that terrible. And yet you will go out here and you will hear people get in the box and continue to defend the indefensible. They're scared because they've been exposed. I get it. So let's do it this way. Again, put a 1 in the chat if you are a Trump supporter and you still believe that your daddy, Donald Trump, is the best thing for this country since sliced bread. All right. Normally, I got more, but I really want to take a moment and analyze this moment right here. Here we have two candidates. What has Kamala Harris done, ladies and gentlemen, that's so terrible that you can't vote for her? Please, I would love to hear it. Please. And do not use, she had 4 years to do X, Y, and Z. I'm going to call foul on that. She didn't have 4 years because she's never been the president. So that's the first issue. And then I really want you to do a little bit of research. Dig deep into your archives, wherever you keep your information at, and go back 4 years and be able to come up here and tell Big Zeus, this is what I was doing 4 years ago. I promise you, what you're doing today, you were not doing 4 years ago. 4 years ago, you were probably somewhere locked in a house, locked in a cellar, I should say that for MAGA, right? Trump had 4 years and did what? Trump didn't do anything for 4 years. You know what he did? He lied. He attacked the media. He attacked Democrats. He attacked Republicans. That's why the problems Donald Trump has, you can't blame the Democrats. You got to blame the real Republicans like Mike Pence. All right? Bill Barr, all those people. Chris, you want to ask me? Oh, you want to ask me a question, Chris? Come on up here, Chris. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, golfed 330 times. Wow. He was in his mom's, he played golf. We had plenty of wars when Trump was in office. Absolutely. Look at this. 45 made me cry every day. Hey, Chris, you're looking at me do my job. Do you have a job? Chris, send Big Zeus a guest request if you want to come up here and get answers to some of the questions that make your life as terrible as it is. I promise you, every question you have, I'll be able to help you see the real person causing those problems is your cult leader. Your cult leader, Donald J. Trump. All right. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, we don't have any brave Trump supporters that want to come up here and defend their. You don't want to defend your daddy? Hold on. Nobody wants to come up here and defend, Donald Trump and his rhetoric.
Insane asylums. They go crazy when I say the late, great Hannibal Lecter.
They don't want to defend this?
Okay, they say, why would he mention Hannibal Lecter? He must be cognitively in trouble. No, these are real stories. Hannibal Lecter from Silence of the Lamb is a lovely man. He wants to have you for dinner. He'd like to have you for dinner.
Anybody want to explain that? All right. Oh, my goodness. Who is this? He says the most handsome, the most honest Democrat. Oh, my God. Look at all these, I call those trolls, all right? You see these people, they take some of my name and then they turn around and try to cook with it. You can't be the most anything Democrat unless you're Zeus. Come on now. Where are the Trump supporters at? Normally they're out here and they're willing to come up here and defend their cult leader, but I get it. I think they understand the end is near. In case a lot of you haven't been following the news, MAGA go crawl under a rock, yeah? Legendary, you're there, but you're not up here. How about this? Let's bring Jim up. Jim, come on up here, Jim. We don't got all morning to do this show. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Why are you all so afraid to get up here and talk and defend your daddy? Okay, who is this? Ellis. I think I've spoken to Ellis before. All right, I'm looking for a certified MAGA demon. Trump. Get off the planet. Oh, Scorpio. I sent you a guest request, Scorpio. Huh? We need. Oh, we need. What does he say? We need Kamala because we need high gas prices. Oh my God! I mean, I think MAGA is like their daddy, right? They don't want to show up to any of these town halls or nothing. They just want to sit there and complain. Mike, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hi, where part of the country are you from?
I'm from South Louisiana.
All right, all right. You're a Trump supporter?
Yes.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and shout out South Louisiana. Before we get into politics, are you more of a country over party type of person or Trump over country type of person?
I'm pretty much, let's say, everyone should help each other.
Would it be safe to say that's because you're a Christian?
Hey, most likely, yes.
Okay, and how old are you if you don't mind?
54.
Okay, 54. You've been in Louisiana all your life.
Yes,
Did you vote for Trump in 2016?
I did.
Oh my God, 2020.
Yes.
Okay. Now, did you notice how every question that I've asked you, you've been able to just give me a straight answer and we didn't have to go into like any pivoting or anything like that. So I think you're an honest broker of the truth, which is pretty incredible if you don't mind.
Sure, sure. And, everyone should help each other. And the only reason I like Trump is because everything he says, he tries to do. Everything. And that's kind of like the honest policy. And Kamala,
Like for instance, if he were to do mass deportations, you really believe he would try to do mass deportations?
well, he doesn't. Well, I guess whatever he says, he's going to do it. And that's kind of the truth in what he does.
But would you be in favor of him doing mass deportations?
No, I would not. But Kamala, on the other hand, I do believe.
You mean Kamala?
Yeah, Kamala, whatever her name is.
Well, listen. Why do y'all do that? Why do y'all just refuse to? And I get it. You listen to Donald Trump's rallies. He never says her name correctly, except for on her birthday when he was handing out food at that McDonald's event that he staged. He said it right, but for the most part,
yes.
is it for you hard to say her name correctly, or is it just you don't feel you need to? Which one is it?
It's just I really have a deep accent, and it does come out wrong a lot of times.
All right. Well, let's try to get it right. All right. Now, what were you saying though?
Well, I do believe she will promise you everything and don't deliver.
Do you think so? I mean, don't you think her and President Biden did an outstanding job getting us out of that nasty pandemic that Trump seemed to have been responsible for to a certain degree? Like you know about.
I disagree with that actually. I think
You do?
whoever had the ball in their hand at the time
Yeah.
had to deal with it, and they were there.
Do you think Trump disbanding the White House pandemic response team played any role in terms of how it was managed when the pandemic struck? Because you know about that, right?
Yes, exactly. But
You know Obama put that in place, right?
right, and he kind
And,
of took it away.
and,
Right.
and Trump took it away in May of 2018. Do you think that had any impact on the American people in terms of our response to this nasty virus?
It most likely did.
Was it a positive or a negative thing, in your
Well,
opinion?
whoever had the ball in their hand at the time was trying to do the best they could, I would guess. We all don't know that because unless you're in that seat.
Right. But again, if you were to roll the dice and take a bet, would you say it had a positive or a negative impact on the American people? Because he didn't really have to do that.
I couldn't say that because I wasn't in the seat.
But
When you're in that seat and you make that decision, then we have to go with that flow.
so you're gonna just pass. You're gonna pass on that.
Well, I guess I would have to, yes.
Wow. That's shucks. What about Donald Trump being impeached twice? You know about that, right?
I'm sure many other presidents were pretty
Well,
much impeached
well,
too.
how many times in American history has a president been impeached?
I believe it was twice.
4.
Okay, 4 times. Okay.
And 2 of them go to Donald Trump. So what does that say? It doesn't happen that often, right?
Well, he's not a politician. He's a businessman, you know. So that's another reason I like him. He's not a politician. He's trying to get rid of all this government stuff.
But do you think those we'll get into the business in a quick second, but what about, let's wrap up the impeachments. Do you hold that against him in any way? Like, he was withholding aid from Ukraine. That was one reason, right? And then the second reason was he incited an insurrection on January 6th. I would say, just from an objective outlook, that warrants any American to be very, very cautious about electing a person like that, right?
Sure, yeah, he's a little radical, yeah.
But it was an insurrection, though. Like, he led I call them foot soldiers, right? His supporters down a dark path. And some of them lost their life. One of them, Ashley Babbitt, she lost her life that day. But a lot of them are probably facing a lot of time right now. Over 1,400 of them, right? That was wrong for him to do.
Do you have any videos of him saying, please go trash the police?
Let me see what I can come up with.
Now it is up to Congress to confront this egregious assault on our democracy. And after this, we're going to walk down, and I'll be there with you. We're going to walk down. Anyone you want, but I think right here, we're going to walk down to the Capitol. And we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women. And we're probably not going to be cheering so much for some of them. Because you'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength, and you have to be strong.
Now, Mike,
Yes.
let's be honest, bro. That's not the right thing to do. Right?
Well, many times our capital was marched upon.
But is it
People
right
just,
to do or no?
well, I mean, you go out there to protest, but, some people took it in their own hands, some of the strong people.
But Mike, I want you to know that I'm noticing something. Like, remember when we first started talking, I asked you very, simple questions about who you are, and you gave me very simple answers back. Are you noticing, like, as I ask you questions about Donald Trump, it's getting a little more difficult to answer them honestly? Are you noticing that?
Sure, I do, because there's a little bit lack of evidence out there.
But you're not able to answer these things as honestly as you were, when I asked you, like, what part of the country are you from? You don't go, well, Louisiana, but, you got to think about it this way, Zeus. It might not be Louisiana because of the Louisiana Purchase and, manifest. You don't do that when I ask you questions that are relatively easy to understand. I mean, I don't think it's too difficult to grasp that he's been impeached twice, one of them for inciting an insurrection. And so that's the thing right now. I really try my best to get people like you to see the truth. And I'm just wondering, is it painful? Is it painful, Mike? To know that Donald Trump he's the person that doesn't reflect who you try to portray yourself as. He's the worst example of that.
It's not at all painful. It's not at all. You just have to be stronger in this world today.
Stronger in terms of telling the truth, right?
Of course, yeah, the truth and getting things done. And no
Okay,
matter how you have to do it, get it done.
So I just played a clip for you, Donald Trump on January 6th. Is that enough for you to believe that he incited a mob of his supporters to go to the Capitol and commit heinous acts of violence? What I just played, is that enough?
That was not enough evidence. No, that he said, let's walk over there and go there and protest. Pretty much.
But wait a second. He lied.
Let's go over there and tear it down.
He lied. He said, I'll be right there with you. Remember that part?
Well, he sure did. Yeah.
Did he go?
And I wouldn't expect him to go. He is the man in the seat.
But he lied.
That's okay. A lot of people lie. You're gonna see so many lies coming from Kamala, and
Wow.
I've seen many videos of her with lies that she said she wouldn't and
But
do
but
and that now she does. I mean, she's
Mike. Okay,
lying every way of the way to try to get in a seat.
okay, but Mike, here's the rub that I have. Again, I'm just an honest broker of the truth. I'm a Democrat, but I'm an American first. All right, I'm a Democrat, but
Right,
I'm an
yeah,
American first.
right, yes, sir.
If we're going to have a problem with Kamala Harris or President Biden lying, then we have to also have a problem with Donald Trump lying, right? That's how it works.
It does work that way. Yes, I agree.
Oh,
I
okay,
agree.
okay,
I agree.
okay. So what happened is if I showed you an example of Donald Trump lying, you should have instantly said he lied. And you should
It
have the
wasn't.
strength to say that.
He said he'll walk there with him, and he wasn't there. Oh well.
That was a lie.
Okay, it was a lie.
Thank you, Mike.
So what? He lied. I mean
No, you
that's
can't. So should the Democrats then
that's
go around? Wait, should so you're giving Democrats permission to go around and say, "So what? Joe Biden lied. So what? Kamala lied." That's how we as Americans should be.
well, no. Instantly, with on the Democrat side, it's a lie. Everything they say.
So what though?
Okay, so what? That's
It
why.
doesn't
That's
make
why. That's
sense,
why we.
right, Mike? Mike, it doesn't
That's
make
why we
sense.
part. That's why we parted. 50-50 in this nation right now.
But Mike, it doesn't make sense. Either we have a problem with lying or we don't. Which one is it, bro?
I don't have the problem with the lying, because we know who's lying and we know who's not.
Trump is lying.
Yeah, every great once in a while he does lie.
But look at what his lies. Let me play this for you because this is also tied to January 6th. Listen to this.
North Carolina, big victory with North
Listen to this,
Carolina.
Mike.
And so we won there. We lead by 76,000 votes with almost nothing left. And all of a sudden, everything just stopped. This is a fraud on the American public. This is an embarrassment to our country. We were getting ready to win this election. Frankly, we did win this election.
You hear what he just said?
Yes, I did.
What did he say?
It was a fraud.
And then he said, we were getting ready to win. Frankly, we did win. Are you ready to tell the truth once again? Did Donald Trump win the 2020 election, Mike?
That I do not know. I don't think nobody knows that. That's above our pay grade.
Mike,
It
you
was
know you're
stolen.
Mike, we all know you are either living in a dark dungeon somewhere where you don't have access to information and you just crawled out of that dungeon today and got on TikTok, or and you're lying to us.
Okay, well, check this out. Don't believe everything you hear or see.
Again, I got a lot of hotlines. If we want to just go
It
line
doesn't
for
matter.
line, all
You,
right?
you,
It's
you,
not
you,
what you
you,
do, it's how you
you're not
do
up
it.
there. You're
It's
not
not
up
what you
there.
do, it's how you do it, right?
You're
We
not.
could play this game all you
You're
want, but
not up
Mike,
there in government, dude. You're
huh?
not up there. You're
Me?
not up there in government. Yes, you.
But what if somebody that was up there in government gave
We
us some
don't know
information?
everything. Hey, we
But
don't know everything.
okay,
Imagine if you see the technology we have today.
okay. How about
Imagine
this? How
what we
about this?
really
How,
have.
how, how about this? You said I'm not up there in government. Let's listen to Mike Pence.
Irrespective of the indictment, I want the American people to know that I had no right to overturn the election. And then on that day, President Trump asked me to put him over the Constitution. But I chose the Constitution, and I always will. Anyone who puts himself over the Constitution should never be President of the United States. And anyone who asks someone else to put themselves over the Constitution should never be President of the United States again. And what the President maintained that day, and frankly has said over and over again over the last 2.5 years, is completely false. I dismissed it out of hand, but sadly the President was surrounded by a group of crackpot lawyers that kept telling him what his itching ears wanted to hear. I had hoped that on this matter of January 6th that it wouldn't come to this. because I do believe that this is going to further ignite the divide in the country. It'll be up to the government now to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that this actually represented criminal activity. But what I want the American people to know is that I know in my heart of hearts that I did my duty under the Constitution that day.
Now, Mike, that was Mike Pence, and you know you and him have the name Mike in common. That should be like the God talking to you right there. Why is Mike having Mike tell me the truth? Now, do you think Mike Pence, a Christian, a self-proclaimed one, would go and ruin his career, go against his own party? Do you think he would do all of that?
I think he would, as he was.
For what? What did Mike Pence get for being one of Donald Trump's loyalists?
Who really knows? He might have had some upper Democrat in his hand, and telling them things. Who knows? I mean, this is all speculation.
But do you notice? Remember, and again, the reason that I'm going this route with you is because I want you to understand. When you first got in the box, you could answer questions real quick and clear. Now
you're asking me questions I cannot answer clearly. Nobody can. Nobody knows what their minds are thinking.
Mike Pence, I gave you Mike Pence. I gave you Donald Trump's own words. I mean, you don't got to be Albert Einstein to put 2 and 2 together and get 4. You should be able.
What they want, if I don't have the whole 100% evidence, so I just can't ask, tell you.
What more evidence would it take for you to realize that what I'm saying is true? What do you need to see in terms of evidence? I mean, you have Donald Trump's words. You agree that he was lying because he didn't say he was going to the Capitol.
Right.
He didn't go to the Capitol that day, right?
Well, what, he lied about that. He didn't have to go.
He lied saying he won the election when he didn't. That you have that, Mike.
Well, trust me, if they go the Democrat way, they will promise you everything and you will get nothing because they will take it.
I mean, there's just nothing Donald Trump can do. Let me ask you a question about this.
If Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her.
You heard that?
If Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her.
That's very disturbing, okay? But I still stand behind him because whatever he says, he does.
Even if it's his own daughter?
Well, no, he's not going to do that. He just talks out of his head.
No, your initial argument when you got in the box, Mike, was everything he says, he does.
Well, if it wasn't his daughter, he probably would. There you go.
So that's acceptable.
If it wasn't his daughter, he would.
Dating under...
it's not acceptable to a lot of people in me, but...
Are you okay with dating underage?
No, I am not, no.
Well, why would you?
Hey, that's okay. I can overlook stuff like that because there's a lot more other talk than that in this world.
What about this?
What's the favorite thing you have in common with your father?
Either real estate or golf.
Donald, with your daughter?
Well, I was going to say sex, but I can't relate that. I can't.
You want to weigh in on that?
It's a lot of unacceptable things, but hey, he is the man to put this country back in order.
Even at the expense of hurting children.
No, he will not do that.
He's already admitting it. You said your initial argument, Mike, was he will do everything he says. Isn't that your belief? Or do you want to take that back now?
Okay, let's talk about the Democrats.
Let's talk about something else then. I guess so, Mike, I just want you to understand you're doing something every single MAGA possessed demon does. You refuse to look at your daddy for who he is. Do you at least understand why the rest of the country has a strong dislike for this person, this guy you guys keep pushing on us? Do you understand why? Because we don't make excuses for that kind of behavior, no matter who you are. It's unacceptable period. There's nothing in between. These are non-negotiable characteristics. These are non-negotiables. If you do X, Y, and Z, we're done. You need to go work on getting rehabilitated, and actually, you need to be held accountable. That's how this should be.
You're bringing up great points, but
what about him being a convicted felon?
I know a lot
Let's
of
be
convicted
honest.
felons, and they're very good people.
Say that again.
I know a lot of convicted felons, and they're very good people.
You are friends with child predators?
No, I did not say that.
You said you know a lot of convicted felons.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
give me an example of some convicted felons you know. What did they do?
I have no idea what they did because they work with us. We unload ships, and they come out of the penitentiary.
Would you invite them to your house? You have children?
No, I wouldn't invite them to my house. Thank you. But they very good people. They would give you the shirt off their back.
Why would you not invite them to your house?
I just wouldn't.
Why? You just said they're very good. You said they're very good people.
They are very good people.
Yeah. So apparently they're not good people. You don't trust them enough to invite them to your house, sit down and eat at your
I don't invite a lot
table.
of people to my house, not even unconvicted felons.
Okay, people haven't been convicted. Okay, I got it. But at least you have enough common sense to not invite felons to your house. But you'll vote for one. Isn't that crazy? You will trust somebody who's been convicted. That's interesting, Mike. You go to church?
Every once in a while, probably at least 4 or 5 times a year.
Lord have mercy, Mike. I guess after this conversation, I don't think you're being honest with yourself, which is worse. It's one thing to lie to Zeus on TikTok, but it's another thing to lie to yourself. Has anyone ever told you that this is an issue? Like, are you in a relationship? Do you ever hear people tell you things like you're not listening or you only care about yourself? You ever heard that been said towards you?
Oh, definitely, yes.
Yeah. And I can sense this is why. If you were to really be honest with yourself, you would have to conclude that Donald Trump is a terrible human being and doesn't deserve your vote.
Too bad. I already voted.
It's sad. This is sad.
It's really not.
It is.
We want
And
to
so,
make America better again. Right now, we're in a state where we can't get out for the next 20 years. Thank you, Joe Biden.
Give me an example of the worst thing President Biden did in your book. The worst thing.
I think he couldn't even speak. But open up the borders like he did really crushed.
Wait a second. The worst issue you have with President Biden is he can't speak?
That and opening up the borders.
Wow.
So if you can't speak as a president, you're not doing any good at all.
Okay, well, let me ask you a quick question. What does this mean to you?
Insane asylums. They go crazy when I say the late, great Hannibal Lecter. Okay, they say, why would he mention Hannibal Lecter? He must be cognitively in trouble. No, these are real stories. Hannibal Lecter from Silence of the Lamb. He's a lovely man. He wants to have you for dinner. He'd like to have you for dinner.
Yes, I know that speech very well.
What is he talking about? It sounds to me like the real person that can't speak or stay on topic is your cult leader.
Actually,
now watch you. You're about to make an excuse for it. You're about to make an excuse for it. Why is that acceptable? Why is it acceptable for him to talk about Hannibal Lecter at a rally? Why?
Freedom of speech.
What about this?
Because of MIT, my relationship to MIT, very smart. He goes, I say, what would happen if the boat sank from its weight and you're in the boat and you have this tremendously powerful battery and the battery's now underwater and there's a shark that's approximately 10 yards over there. By the way, a lot of shark attacks lately. Do you notice that? A lot of shark. I watched some guys justifying it today. Well, they weren't really that angry. They bit off the young lady's leg because of the fact that they were not hungry, but they misunderstood who she was. These people are crazy. He said there's no problem with sharks. They just didn't really understand a young woman swimming now really got decimated, and other people did a lot of shark attacks. So I said, so there's a shark 10 yards away from the boat, 10 yards, or here. Do I get electrocuted? If the boat is sinking, water goes over the battery, the boat is sinking. Do I stay on top of the boat and get electrocuted? Or do I jump over by the shark and not get electrocuted? Because I will tell you, he didn't know the answer. He said, nobody's ever asked me that question. I said, I think it's a good question. I think there's a lot of electric current coming through that water. But you know what I'd do if there was a shark or you get electrocuted? I'll take electrocution every single time. I'm not getting near the shark. So we're going to end that. We're going to end it for boats. We're going to end it for trucks. The truck.
Mike.
Yes, sir.
You want to take that back about President Biden? I think it's fair to say you just got to take it back.
Nah, I don't.
Are you watching Fox News right now in the background?
No, I'm actually watching C-SPAN.
Last question, bro. Donald Trump has General Kelly. You've heard the remarks about him praising the mustache, man. Is that enough for you to knock it off and decide to walk out of that cult today? Imagine there's a door open right in front of you. All you got to do this morning, Mike, is walk out of it. Is that enough to get you to do it? Or are you going to sit there and remain drunk on Donald Trump's lies?
Well, that's pretty much why we 50-50, that we divided.
Well, you know what, Mike? I'm going to give you some critical feedback about you, all right?
That's okay. You can do whatever you want.
Everybody that's told you you're a selfish person and you got a lot of hatred in your heart, they've been actually correct. You're an evil person, Mike. But you present yourself as a you present yourself, sir, as a nice person on the surface. But my concern is when no one's looking and it's dark, you do a lot of evil things. Because not one time have you been able to actually stand 10 toes down and let it be known Donald Trump was wrong. You've made excuse after excuse for him, even though I know you're capable of being very direct and honest. That, sir, is to me clear evidence that you're possessed with the MAGA demon. And you know what that means, right?
It means we divided 50.
No. It means between you and I, one of us has to go into the lake of fire. Are you familiar with the lake of fire?
I'm sure am, and I'm not going that way.
You're about to go there. I'm about to send you.
Please
all right.
Please.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, Mike, I believe you're a great person. You really are.
If you're willing to send your own people to the lake of fire, we'll send everybody.
Okay. I won't send my own people, but I will send you if you got the MAGA demon, because I hope it'll purge it out of you, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, Mike is unredeemable, and we must cast him into the lake of fire. You might be a great person, but not when you're possessed with the MAGA demon. Let's give him a huge round of boos and shame.
Silence, you MAGA demon!
The assessment of the circumstances at hand is truly unique. Let's talk about it.
Translation: you done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me.
All right, Mike, did you hear that? You done lost your mind. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, you know what, Mike? You make me think about something,
We're going to end that, and we will frack, and drill, baby, drill.
There you go.
Drill, baby, drill. We're going to be drilling so deep. We're going to be, for these guys, we're going to drill. We're going to take out so much.
Mike, keep drilling, all right? Keep drilling, all right? Keep fracking. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, MAGA lacks the ability to be critical of their daddy. And it's sad. I mean, didn't I give him every chance to be successful? Hey, if I were you Trump supporters, I wouldn't be repeating that drill baby drill line, because I don't know if you've been listening or following the tea leaves, but this drill baby drill thing, y'all heard about this drill baby drill? Oh yeah. Yeah. That drill baby drill is something else, and they're linking it to, that guy P. Diddy. Yeah, they're linking Donald Trump's behavior to P. Diddy. It's drill baby drill. So be on the lookout for that, all right? Put a one in the chat if you are a deranged Trump supporter and you want to come up here and defend your cult leader, your daddy, all right? Put a one in the chat if you're a Trump supporter, you want to come up here and defend your daddy, all right? I got a little bit more time left, ladies and gentlemen, to address some of these lies that you've been told. I'm probably one of the most reasonable Democrats on TikTok, because I'll go there in order to prove my point. Brew Jitsu, greetings.
Yeah, how you doing, bro?
All right, you're a Trump supporter.
Yeah.
What part of the country are you from?
I'm from the East Coast.
The East Coast, all right. Let's get it. So what this tells me is you're being pretty vague, and so I'm assuming we'll stick to that. That'll be the theme of this conversation. You won't probably feel comfortable being direct. Is that kind of the vibe that you're trying to give me?
I don't know what you mean by that.
Because when I said what part of the country, some people actually go, I'm from Texas, I'm from North Carolina. I'm from the East Coast. So that's a lot of area. It doesn't really give me an idea where you're from. And I assume you intentionally said that because you don't want people to know where you're from. So that's what I mean. And I think that as we talk, that's kind of going to be your behavior. I'm not going to really be able to gauge where you really stand. That's kind of the angle I'm getting based on your answer. Am I wrong?
I don't understand what relevance that has to,
Well, okay, let's go. What is the issue, my good friend, my brother? What's going on?
I'm just curious about. Well, there's two major things that disturb me about Kamala Harris.
You mean Kamala? Kamala.
Whatever. Kamala. Whatever.
You got me saying it wrong.
The hundreds of billions of dollars they sent to Ukraine, and we have serious issues here. Like, that really rubbed me the wrong way. Like,
can I ask a question? Do you think we should use the money that you think is going to Ukraine? You think we should use that here, correct?
Yeah.
And what should we give me examples of what you would like to see us do with the government's money? Because some people would say you sound like a socialist. If you want the government to use the money and help people, what do you want to give us, like basic income?
Well, here's the thing.
Reparations, perhaps?
Hold on. We had, in my opinion, and I do believe logically, we had nothing to do with that.
But you didn't. Okay, but darn it, man! I just asked you a question and you totally ignored it.
Can I make my point here? Or
go for it.
You want to say something? We had nothing to do with that.
The Ukraine conflict,
right?
We have an agreement.
I don't even want to mention the money we're sending to Israel. But let's
we have agreements with these countries, bro, and we have to honor them.
Okay, hold on. I don't know.
You know about the Budapest Memorandum?
Like, you jumping in on stuff and you won't let me finish my thought. So go ahead and say what you got to say.
Do you know about the Budapest Memorandum?
Vaguely, but
okay. I just wanted to know because a lot of this stuff you're talking about, there's legal documents in place that require us to be a part of this. And Donald Trump himself had to actually do it. He also had to send the money to Israel. He also had to send the money to Ukraine. Every president's going to have to follow the laws of the land. So I don't get why that's an issue. But I don't think I got a clear answer. Are you in support of us using the United States government's money to take care of Americans?
Yes.
And give me an example, sir, of what you would like to see the government do with the money. And I ask, maybe you want universal basic income. Maybe you want free health care for all. I mean, free college tuition. What do you want them to do with that money? Because from what I understand, Republicans don't want to see folks like you and I get any kind of money from the government. They think you and I should get out here and have to work hard for it, pull ourselves up by the bootstraps. So it sounds to me like you're really a Democrat. You're socialist.
You're doing a lot of talking for me, man. Go ahead. You want to finish? You want to say more?
I'm done.
Okay, sure?
Positive, at least on that point.
All right. So for one, we got a lot of homeless people.
Okay. So what the government should do? What should the government do?
Maybe build some homes. Maybe buy some land for them where they could stay.
Mm-hmm. Can I ask you a question?
Hold up. Instead of giving it to people we have nothing to do with to fight a war and destroy each other.
Can I ask you a question?
This is your platform. You can do what you want, bro.
All right. So you heard about Kamala Harris' plan, right?
Nah, not really.
$25,000 for people to be able to purchase their first home, helping to build 3 million new homes. That sounds to me like she's trying to do exactly what you're suggesting needs to be done, right?
Here's the thing with that.
No,
I'm talking about, hold on. Let me answer your question, bro. I'm talking about what was done. I don't want to hear what somebody says they're going to do. Like Biden said he was going to do a few things, like forgiveness for the
student loan debt,
student loan forgiveness.
Some people got their loans forgiven. I know a lot of people who did, and then the Republicans did everything they could to stop that, and that's why it didn't get done. It wasn't because they didn't try.
Okay, my point here is we've had a lot of politicians in our lifetime, from the president to the locals, make promises they don't keep. So I don't care what you're telling me you're going to do. What I look at is what you did.
And I gave you evidence that there were people who got their loans forgiven.
Hold on. We're not just talking about student loans, bro. There's a whole topic. There's a whole list of things we can go on that people promised they're going to do, or Biden said he was going to do that he didn't do. Okay?
But you understand you understand the position that I have you in right now, right?
Okay. Let me finish.
Brujitsu, you got some brujitsu going on up here, and I give it to you. You're living up to your name because you sure as heck are being quite evasive. You're being real evasive.
You're like a preacher.
I just need you to. I just want you to be honest, bro.
Bro, you sound like a Sunday's preacher.
Again, I don't care what I sound like. Can we get the truth out you? That's all I care about. Can you be an honest broker of the truth? I don't care what walk of life you're from. Be honest.
Okay, I'm being honest. Let me finish my thought before you take it, dice it, and slice it and make what you want out of it. Okay? So here's the thing. A lot of politicians make promises what they're going to do, and it never happens most of the time. Okay, we have a lot of instances of making promises that don't happen. I'm looking at what they did. What they did while they were in office, what that administration did, Kamala and Biden, was make a mess and give billions, hundreds of billions of dollars somewhere besides where it belonged. That pissed me off. Now, if you want to vote for the same people who, while under their administration, right, the entire economy changed under that administration.
Can
Okay?
I think
Because
I
when
got.
Trump,
I think I get where you're at. You
when
believe
Trump,
they gave
when Trump,
money to Ukraine and they shouldn't have. You believe they gave money to Israel and they shouldn't have. They should have used the money here.
oh, so
That-
you think they should have? That's what you're saying.
absolutely. Can I at least? Can I at least? Can I at least?
You think hundreds of billions of dollars should have went to Ukraine to fight a war? That's what you're telling me, brother. Are you serious?
Serious than a heart attack.
Wow, that's
Let
the
me
problem.
help you out. Let me help you out.
Go ahead.
Do you know why that conflict even got started?
I don't care. I got nothing to do with it.
Do you understand
America
history?
ain't
Do
got
you
nothing to,
do you
America,
understand? Do you know about World War II?
Yeah,
Do you, wait,
USSR and all
wait.
that stuff.
Do you know?
Communism, blah,
Listen,
blah, blah.
do you know about World War II? How we tried to stay out of it, but ended up
Bro,
having to be in it and actually have to put American soldiers boots on the
why
ground
are
in
you
Europe?
talking about World War II in 2024, bro?
Because if you don't know your past, you're down. You're pretty much programmed to repeat the same mistakes.
I'm living in this present where they gave over $200 billion
I get it. I get it. So let me help you understand. There's an agreement out there, the Budapest Memorandum. All right.
Wow.
Ukraine surrendered their nukes. All right. And as part of that, United States, NATO, we're responding in the event a country like Russia, who also has nukes, decides to invade. We can't have a country invading Europe and just doing whatever they want, because that's how Germany came to power. And then guess what? It ended up being a situation where the United States had to get involved. So in order to prevent the United States from having to actually put boots on the ground, we're being basically preemptive about this and making sure Russia gets checked right there. Now, after the pandemic, Putin decided to amass a bunch of troops on the border of eastern Ukraine. I don't know if you know this. We didn't believe President Biden, Kamala Harris, our national security agencies and intelligence, we didn't believe that actually Putin would be this ridiculous to go invade a sovereign country, because it made absolutely no sense. We didn't think he would do it, but he did it. And why did Putin do it? Because his justification was, well, I'm concerned NATO is going to expand. But guess what? If you look at what President Biden has done since this all happened, since he's gone in, NATO has expanded. So he got what he wanted. It wouldn't have been that way if he would have sat his special behind down. All right. But now, yes, we have to check Russian aggression. Do you understand that? It's in our best interest, because one way or another, bro, we're going to be involved. And to sit here and get caught flat-footed is beyond ridiculous. It makes absolutely no sense. We tried it before in World War II, and you saw what ended up happening. You had to put troops on the ground. So yes, we definitely, sir, need to make sure we uphold our end of the deal. And it's not just us. It's a bunch of other countries. There's 32 other countries that are a part of NATO. And since they've invaded, guess who's also joined? Sweden and Finland. I would say that's standing up to Russia. And if you want to talk about the economy, guess what? Our economy is doing way better than Russia's economy. So I don't get this concern that you all of a sudden have. And you never answered my question about what should we do with the money. And if you really believe we should use that money to provide for housing, Kamala Harris clearly has a plan. And you don't think that is enough. You don't think Kamala Harris's plan to address homelessness is enough. So it tells me, like I said at the top of this conversation, you don't really have a position. Bro, I know why you don't like Kamala Harris. I know why. And it isn't because of her policies.
Bro,
I already know why.
Okay, good for you. Now here's the
thing. Why don't you just say it?
Okay, can I finish my thought? I mean, bro, what, like, really, this is real, like, you know.
I'm trying to help you out because you're up here shucking and jiving with Zeus, and I don't need that. I'm like, just get to the point. Just say you don't like her because she's a woman. She's a woman of color.
You know, Zeus was a European, right? Is a European.
Film, oh, right? God.
Come on, man. Oh, but anyway, so
here we go.
You tried to say that I didn't answer your question when I clearly told you.
You never answered the question.
Bro, I told you, how about homeless people? Was that an answer? Yes or no? It was an answer. Okay.
It was an answer to what?
So you're being disingenuous. You asked me You asked me,
Lord have mercy.
What would you prefer for them to do with the money? And I answered you. I said, how about homelessness? You just said, hey, you didn't answer my question.
You said, how about homelessness? And earlier when you brought that up, and I could be wrong, but I believe I told you Kamala Harris has a plan, $25,000 first-time home buyers. She wants to build 3 million brand new homes. That addresses the homelessness.
Let's slow down. Did I give you an answer?
Did you hear me?
Okay, see.
Did you hear what I said?
Okay, so let's continue this. So you're saying, this is what you're saying, as a taxpayer, you would say, out of all the whole list of things that we could have done with the money, you would have checked off, hey, let's give it to Ukraine so they can fight a war with my tax dollars. Here, take my tax money from my check, and you send it over there to Ukraine.
Yeah,
That's
you
what
do
would
too.
have voted
You can
for.
do more
That's what
things.
you're telling me?
Let me ask you a question. You got bills?
Hold on.
You got bills?
I asked you a question first.
I answered it. I said yes, and I said I'm serious than a heart attack. Now, do you have bills?
Oh no, I'm billless. No, I don't have bills, bro. Nobody has bills.
You pay more than one. You pay more than one bill at once, correct? Per month. I'm imagining you know how to do that. So if you could pay more than one bill per month, this concept of basically supporting our allies and taking care of Americans, it shouldn't be that difficult for you to grasp. Y'all think you could only do one thing here, and this is the simple-minded MAGA thought process being exposed on full display. You could do more than one thing at once, right?
Brother,
can you answer the question? Can you answer my question?
Sure, I can.
Thank you. So then, this is a moot point.
Are we taking care of Americans?
Yes, the best we can.
We are. So we're taking care of veterans.
Yeah.
Okay, so the $200 billion that was sent over there.
Most of that's military equipment anyway.
Hold on. $200 billion to send over there for some people to fight a war that we really ain't have to get into, right? We couldn't have used that $200 billion.
I disagree.
Hold on. To take care of some of these homeless veterans, we couldn't have used that for that.
No.
Oh wow.
Do you understand? Okay.
Tell us all why.
You want to listen? Budgets that are approved in Congress, it's like different pots of money, right? The budget that goes for national defense, there's a budget for research, there's a budget for Department of Transportation, all of them get their own budget. You cannot go from one federal agency and say, I'm going to take your budget and give it to the American people. You can't do that. That's not how things work. You understand that?
We had a $200 million, we had a $200 billion budget to give to another country. That's what you're saying.
You've been watching the aid packages get passed just like I have. Why is this so hard for you to understand? Am I making don't you live in the United States?
Brother, actually right now I don't. My kids live there. But
well, then you missing a whole lot because we watch these packages get approved every time they go there. So it's not like it's happening under the table.
What I'm missing is lunatics like you who have the thoughts that you do and would actually get on here and vote for this administration. For my kids over there.
You think I'm a lunatic?
I'm really not missing nothing.
You think I'm a lunatic, but you the one that left your kids in a country that you say is being ran by lunatics. Think about that. Think about that. You should have took them with you.
My children are adults. They can make their own decisions.
You should have took them with you, bro. A real man took care of his family.
How am I take adults with me? They can make their own decision.
Maybe you got to get the bag up. You got to get the bag up, I guess. Where are you at right now? Where are you at now?
None of your business.
You know what's so funny? Even though you were being vague at the very beginning, I caught you in a lie. I asked you what part of the country are you from, and you said it's on the east. And now you're not even. Now you're not even in the country. You're in the country.
Where I'm from.
I'm in the north.
How smart are you, bro? No, you asked me where am I from. I am from the east. I didn't.
No, you didn't ask me. Oh. So the East could be where? I didn't know. I thought you were in the United States. Why didn't you just say, "Hey, I'm not in the United States, Zeus. I've resigned my citizenship and I'm living with Russia."
You sound crazy, and you are tripping over you're cutting yourself. You're tripping over your own sword, bro. You sound stupid. You asked me where I'm from. I told
Where
you
are you from?
I told you I'm from the East Coast.
Where are you at now?
None of your business.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. I'd rather do what I'm doing than to be a fool like you.
Your thoughts are
I'd
twisted,
rather do
bro.
what I'm doing than to be a fool like you. You did the right thing getting out of this country, bro. Ain't nothing here for you. As a matter of fact, I want to give you a round of applause. Like, MAGA, do what he did. Get out of this country. I'm pretty sure you made Donald Trump's day when you let him know you're leaving America. That was probably the best thing you did, brother. All right. Now listen. I think you might be a good person underneath all of this. I think you might be a good person underneath all of this.
Let me say this to you. Let me say this to you real quick.
What you got to say to Zeus? What you got to say?
About to catch you, Zeus. Okay.
Woo! He about to tear me something. Go ahead, get Zeus. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Oh, go for it. Go for it.
Brother to brother.
You can't. No. We ain't brother to brother. We ain't brother to brother. Not all skin folk is kin folk. You know how this goes. This has been stressful at so many levels talking to you, brother. Seriously, Brujitsu. Woo! That's a crazy name. That's a crazy. And what was that?
You sound like a female over talking a man.
And now you're being honest. See, I know that's the real reason you don't want to vote for Kamala Harris. You got women issues, huh?
Okay, so
you struggling in that department?
So let's put.
Wait. Are you struggling?
Bro, stop moving the goalposts. Stop trying to run.
I've exposed you. The emperor has no clothes with you.
Wow, you exposed me. I'm gonna go.
You have women issues.
I'm gonna go hide my.
You have women issues. I got it, ladies and gentlemen. Brujitsu has women issues, and so he's very insecure about his manhood, and he can't understand how men like me can be fine wherever we go in this country and get basically respected across all walks of life. You can't do it.
You should hang your psychology degree behind you when you your podcast. But anyway, so here's the question: are you telling me?
He said I got a psychology degree. I must be doing a good job. Thank you. Go ahead, pat Zeus on the back.
Here's the question. So are you telling me, Mr. Zeus, that America has been good to us, our people? Is that what you're telling me?
Hey. I didn't say they couldn't. I didn't say there isn't more work to do. Did you hear what I just said?
You said America's so great. You said, "Oh, you missing this country, this."
No, you definitely did the.
You fighting for.
I said you did the right thing getting your special behind out of America because Donald Trump wants to deport people like you. Thank you. That's what I said. Don't worry about what I'm doing over here. Apparently, I'm in misery over here. So let me be. But you get your special behind out of this country. Stay in the East.
I am special.
As far as I'm concerned,
I am special.
You on your actually
you're not. I am special, and you're.
I never said you're special. Well, okay. I got it.
My special behind. I am special, and you're not.
You right. Okay. Well, then case closed. I didn't know you was gonna wear your badge with honor. Actually, you are special.
Pretty much said I'm better than you. Thank you.
Okay. Anything else? Anything else special, Mr. Special Brujitsu? Because
you said I'm special.
Well, you are.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that.
Hey.
At least you're honest about something and genuine about something.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, they asking me to have you turn your camera on, bro. Won't you turn it on, man? Let's see how special you is, man. Come on, turn the camera on. You've done an outstanding job getting us to this point, man. Go ahead, turn that camera on so we can see what you look like.
I'm not here to entertain you, brother.
You clearly are.
Oh, okay. If you say so.
Yeah, you gonna turn it on?
No, I'm not, brother. I'm not your
Listen,
slave.
there's so many people, beautiful
people here. You're America's slave. I'm not yours. Okay?
Okay.
You're the slave, not me.
Lord have mercy. Anthony, thank you for the subscription, all right? Brujitsu is up here having a vexation of the spirit moment. He's never dealt with anyone as honest as Zeus. and,
Zeus,
and he's crashing out in 4K.
Zeus just said he'd rather give $200 billion to another country to fight a war than take care of American veterans. That's what Zeus just said.
No, I didn't add that part to it. I didn't add that part, but I'll say this to you.
Okay, so they shouldn't have took that $200 billion and helped
They're helping the veterans. I said you can do two things at once. Like you pay those bills. Like you keep your hands on some dirt, and you still try to look good. Don't act like you ain't a slime ball, bro. When you come across, like, when I can see it and I can smell it, as a matter of fact. How do I smell slime through TikTok? Ladies and gentlemen, Boo-Jitsu is a slime ball. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Boo, we're going to call him Boo-Jitsu. Boo-Jitsu, let's give him a round of boos and shame. Give him a round of boos and shame. Boo-Jitsu, ladies and gentlemen. He ain't getting no love. This brother ain't getting no love. Now listen, Boo-Jitsu. There's some people up here who might want to talk to you. Are you willing to at least give somebody a chance to help you out, Boo-Jitsu?
Help me out with what?
The cognitive issues that you got. You got some. Well, you're special, and so I just want to leave it at that. You have cognitive issues.
Okay, but you can't specify them.
Well, because it's too much. It'll overwhelm you. Well, I don't want to do that.
Give your audience one.
I don't want to do it, but I'll let somebody else help you. Right, I'll let somebody else help you. All right.
I got you, brother.
All right. All right. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. You know who we're going to. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Good morning. And this is my good friend, Straight Facts. She's been rocking with. Good morning. Thank you, Rick, for the train. Good morning, Straight Facts. Have you been listening to Boo-Jitsu?
I've been listening to every word he said, and I just want to let y'all know exactly how he fucking look. Excuse my language. I want to let y'all know exactly how he looks. You don't got to turn on your camera, because I got it for you. Hold on just a second. There you go.
Oh, Boo-Jitsu.
Excuse my language, looking like they're, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
That's what they all look like. But let me say this real quick. Can you turn that down for me, Johnny? Let me say this real quick. You messed yourself up, Boo-Jitsu, whatever the hell your name is, because what you said in one breath was America did us wrong. Y'all slaves in America. Then in the next breath, you talking about I was mad because America's sending our money to somewhere else. Because you don't know how a budget works doesn't mean nobody else knows how a budget works. How the budget works, sir, is if we didn't send any money to anywhere, you would still be getting the same amount taken out of your check. If you actually have one. Y'all need to learn how the government works before you get up in here and sound silly like you sound on an open network. It's almost 2,000 people in here. Every time one of y'all talk, we know right away you have no idea how the government works, but then you want to come up in here and call somebody else a slave. Your problem is that you ain't getting no cooter. That's not our problem. You need to figure out how to fix your face and let your mustache grow. If you had a doggone mustache covering up that naked booty lip, maybe you would get a little cooler. Maybe you would understand how the government works. Maybe some woman would want to take the time with you. But because you looking like you look, that's the reason why you up here acting like you acting. Ain't nobody got time for you. You on the motherfucking plantation. Excuse my language. You on the plantation. I can't give nobody no money because the master ain't gives me no money. But at the same time, you want to call somebody else a slave. Find out where the heck you fit in and go fit in and be safe fitting in there. We sick of y'all. Each and every one of y'all blaggers, we sick of y'all. You coming up here showing just how ignorant you are. You are easily manipulated, and that's the reason why they're going after you. The exit poll said that you guys were the weaker link, and you guys are proving them right. Go find you something safe to do, Mr. Jitsu, because your butt ain't jitsuing nobody but your doggone self. I hope you ain't got no kids. I surely hope you didn't motherfucking, excuse my language, procreate, because I hope it ain't none of more little ones of you running around this whole United States of America sounding like a zip damn fool. I just feel sorry for your wife if you got one, because she need to divorce you today. I would submit them divorce papers right now for her. The heck is going on with you? Figure out what your life is. You ain't got now since you were born with.
You hear that? You hear that, Bujitsu?
Now you on hush. We need to call you Bruce Mute.
No, I'm just letting you
The
finish.
heck
Go
your
ahead.
name
Finish.
is.
You see what you did? You see what you
No,
did? You
I just
see?
want to finish. I'm just listening.
You
Go ahead.
see what you did? And thank you, Straight Facts. No lies
Yeah,
detected. No lies
what I did-
detected.
You're
what I
welcome.
did was make Sid the Sloth very angry, but that's
Thank
okay.
you.
You
No, you're
got
not even making sense. That's what you're not making any sense. You don't know how the budget work. He asked you 3 times, do you know what the Budapest memorandum is? And you couldn't answer every time because you have no idea what it means to have a budget.
Zeus went and got the angry black woman.
No, I'm not angry.
and there it goes.
About your ignorance.
That don't work over here.
Got the angry
Hey,
Hey. I would have to care
She
about
ain't
you.
angry.
I don't care
You got
about
that
you.
You got that
asking.
sassy slick mouth sister
With
with
your
it.
little
Go ahead,
white
brother.
tee talking points.
Get
You're
him.
a whole white tee man up here without a Durgon mustache. You done sat up here and said a white tee man talking point. We know exactly what time it is with you. You don't even have your own brain. All you can do is mimic what the white tee man say, and then at the same time want to talk about the white tee man and how somebody is a slave when you over here mimicking the master talking points. What are you saying? What are you even saying?
Now, Brujitsu, let's hit that unmute button, brother. Let's not get into all of the
Somebody
false
angry.
claims.
Somebody pissed
No.
off.
Damn, if you call me angry, that don't hurt me. Because look how you look. Look at you. You ought to be angry that you look like this, bruh. You ought to be angry that you.
You might as well turn your camera on.
Straight idiot.
No-
You ought
no
to be
legitimate-
angry that you don't know how a budget works. You ought to be
No
angry
legitimate
because you have
talking
no
point.
idea how the government works. You ought to be angry that your mama didn't swallow you and your ass is still here. You ought to be angry about a whole bunch of stuff. So calling me angry doesn't bother me. You need to be angry. You need to be angry and get out here and vote for the right person instead of capping for a white T-man. You need to be angry because the people let you down. You need to be angry because you ain't got the sense that God gave you. You ought to be angry because you ain't got no dirt.
Hallelujah.
You ought to be angry because your beard look a mess. You
Hallelujah.
ought to be angry because you back there hollering to somebody else about not getting no cooter. I didn't watch your videos, bruh.
Oh,
You ought to be angry.
you ought to. And he is. He's angry at himself. He looks in the mirror. It's self-hate, Bujitsu. It's self-hate. Straight Facts, she just gave you a straight shot of truth. No excuse. Don't get up here and start trying to villainize Straight Facts.
I'm gonna call it Meaty Mouth. He up here Meaty Mouth and now Zeus.
Yeah. Do you
I'm just waiting for y'all to
understand?
get done. I'm
Do
just
you
waiting for y'all to get done. So
do
I
you
can
understand what we're saying to you?
Sure, I understand what you're saying.
What are we
It's-
saying?
You're insulting, making insults, and just
No.
talking shit.
No. And keep it clean. Listen, a lot of people
What
say
what has she said that has anything to do with politics instead of a bunch of insults?
everything she said. She brought up the Budapest memorandum and the fact that you don't understand it. She
I
brought
heard a
up the
bunch of-
fact she
I heard
heard.
a-
Did
I
you hear
heard
her
a bunch
explain
of-
to you that you don't understand how budget works? I mean, these, sir, are the fundamentals that we're trying to make sure you understand before you go around and continue to just embarrass yourself. I mean, do you sense that this came from a place of love? We're trying to help you, bro, get out of this cult.
I just heard a bunch of angry
That's
black
the sad
women.
part, Zeus, that he doesn't even understand that this is not coming from anger. This is a place of concern. Because
Thank you.
have allowed your
Not
brain
insults.
to be brainwashed. And so I'm concerned about your mental health. I'm
Thank you.
concerned that you don't have the cognitive brain in your head to be able to understand what it means to have a budget. I'm concerned that you're a whole grown man and you up here and don't know how the government works. I'm concerned that you're a grown man with a baby PP. I'm concerned that you ain't got no cooter, and the reason why you haven't gotten cooter lately is because of your mental health. I'm concerned about your mental health, sir. This is not anger. This is love for a fellow Africo-Americos. That's what the heck it is. You just can't see it because you so stuck in your white tea ways. You so stuck conserving the patriarchy that has nothing to do with your Africos-Americas have. That's what I'm doing.
You get it.
I don't understand what the
No,
language.
you don't understand because you don't understand English. You ain't said coon. Let me speak coon to you. My master ain't gonna do nothing for me. He ain't gonna get me no money. Cause y'all keep sending this money out of
Devin,
country.
thank you,
So he ain't
Devin.
gonna get me no money. That's what you used to hearing. You just jumped off the porch yesterday. You need to go jump your butt back on the goddamn porch because you didn't learn a damn thing.
Lord have mercy. Well, listen, Brujitsu, don't you dare, don't you dare.
We're gonna get
Don't
back when you talk next time.
wait a second. Listen, don't you dare. Now listen, Straight Facts. I appreciate you. All right.
You're welcome. You have a good day, sweetie.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up to Straight Facts. I'm gonna give him one more chance. Ladies, no.
Hey, Straight Facts, love you, sis. Hey, Straight Facts, love you, sis. Good job.
All right, now that this is the next level of the exorcism. All right, and you look at what you did, brother. You look at what you did to the live. Good morning, Q Dog.
Good morning, bro. How you doing?
All right. You wanted to speak to this brother, Bujitsu. I call him Bujitsu.
Today I want to come with an educational piece because Straight Facts she just let you have it, bro. She straight
Let me
let you have it.
wait. Let me have what?
Just no heavy lifting.
What did she let me have?
Wait a minute, because you didn't have that same energy with her, so you're not gonna have that same energy with me.
Yeah, because I don't argue
No,
with women.
I need you to listen. I need
She
you
let
to
me
listen.
have what?
I need you to listen. She just gave you a verbal ad. That's pretty much what she gave.
Oh, she insults. Okay, go ahead. Anyway, go ahead.
Right now, is
you sound stupid too. But go ahead.
Wait a
I
second.
sound stupid. No, you're talking to an intelligent HBCU educated black man, an Omega Psi Phi black man. Now, what school did you go to?
Omega Psi Phi. Oh, so you Greek now?
It's above your level. What school did you go to?
So you're a Greek black man?
No, answer the question, brother. What school did you go
You're
to?
a Greek black man.
What school did you go to?
Don't worry about it.
What school did you graduate from? That clearly lets me know that you have a sixth grade education.
None of your business. Say what you got to say.
You don't have to tell me. Your verbal conversation has told me enough that you don't have the level of education that I have. Or that
Thank you, Q Dog.
So right now, what I need you to do,
Bujitsu, come on.
This is what they do in elementary school.
No, you got.
Go for it, Q Dog.
Little badass kids like this in the corner, and face
Don't
them
let
in
them
the
get
corner until they learn how to act.
Don't let them get you off message. Let's get it go. Let's deliver the truth to this MAGA demon.
Put him on mute, Zeus, so he can maybe understand it clearer. Because a lot of times, folks, when they talk, they can't listen.
I'll give you a chance to respond, Bujitsu, but I need you to listen. These are people that I'm bringing up. I'm being very deliberate about it because I know the work they do, and I really do believe if I can't get through to you,
All
and
they're
you can't,
doing is insulting.
Brother, I'm not as.
He hasn't done anything.
One time, all you did as soon as I got on this live was run your mouth. All I'm asking you to do is no heavy lifting. Listen. That's all. That's all I ask you to do. I want you to clearly understand what I'm speaking about. And every time I come on the live with Zeus, I let him know and I let the listeners know. The man that you are backing, he has a history. His parents have a history. If you do not understand, and you don't have to take my word for it, pull up Lloyd's of London. This is an educational speech right about now. Lloyd's of London. This is the insurance company that backed the first slave ships. You were talking about slave this, slave that, and being a slave or whatnot. So we're going to get on slavery. Okay? We, as a people, were considered cargo when they brought us over. This was a company that still exists till today, and you can pull it up. They have apologized for being a part of this, for ensuring slave ships and us as cargo, if anything was to happen over the seas, as they brought us over here to the Americas to be slaves, to be on the auction blocks, like material you get in the store. Number one backers, 21st Century Fox. What is Trump's number one platform to go to? 21st Century Fox, Fox News. Isn't it ironic that he uses these platforms that enslaved us and depressed us for years and centuries? Does it ring a bell to you that this man has already stated out of his mouth, and it's amazing how he states stuff and y'all act like y'all have amnesia and do not want to remember or even repeat what he said. And he wants to give police immunity. Who do you think that these racist police officers are going to target? And you steady kissing the ass of this
Lord
white
have mercy.
man. Excuse my language, Zeus. Mama's listening.
Mom getting on me, y'all. Y'all gotta keep it. We gotta keep it cleaner on TikTok. I know this is some passionate stuff, but please, let's keep it clean.
Definitely keep it clean. And you know I respect you on that, brother.
Thank you, brother. But I get it. I totally get it.
You
It's
want to
hard.
kiss the behind of this man that has time and time again stated that he's going to give the police immunity. He has white supremacists, Proud Boys, Triple Ks that are following his rhetoric. Listen to the news when it comes to the government. Young man that just recently was a truck driver.
Yes.
Educated young man, uplifting in his community. Now, help me understand, if you have that same agenda of your lifestyle, whatnot, you're on the road, and all of a sudden you decide to pull over and say, oh, okay, I like that tree right there. Let me get the rope in the back of my truck. Let me tie it to this tree and put it around my neck and just hang from it. This is the rhetoric that they have put into play to hide the racism and the hate crime that took place.
Now, Brujitsu, I'm gonna ask you to unmute. Do you understand what Q Dog is saying? Because we don't got all day to play around with you. You understand what he's saying? And he did not give any insults. So please respond to the merits of the argument and help us understand that you get it.
Before you respond, brother, I want your true, honest opinion, if you know about it, when I say the name Sonia Massey. Small black woman. And this is just one of the situations that you and I, as black men, know about for decades that has happened. But this is probably one of the most touching situations that just recently took place. When I say Sonia Massey, give me your inside opinion. And there's, like I say, there's no insults. I just want your honest opinion. We're not talking about Trump. We're not talking about politics. We're talking about survival. Give me your honest opinion on that.
What I'm not going to do is allow you.
Sir, I asked you a question. I asked you your honest opinion. You constantly deflect every time when Zeus asked you a question and when Straight Facts asked you a question. I asked you one simple question. It's a one simple answer. What is your honest opinion about what took place and what happened to that small black woman?
First of all, again, I'm going to answer and respond to what you said first. Okay?
Okay.
What you were talking about the police having immunity, you made that at one of your points.
Mm-hmm.
They already have it. They've been doing what they've been doing since the conception of America.
And I agree with you to a certain degree.
Can I finish? I didn't say a word while you were talking.
No. I'm agreeing with you, brother. Are you listening?
I'm
agreeing to you with a certain degree. I'm agreeing with you to a certain degree. But we all know that Rodney King was not immunity. We all know that the situation with Trayvon Martin was not immunity.
Yeah.
So I said to a certain degree, I agree with you, especially when you have white tee police that have that what's the word I'm looking for? they have that they have the white folks on white T folks on their side, the white supremacists.
Devin, Devin in the chat. Well, listen, because we gotta try to cycle through, and I want to get as many people, but
I got this. I just want to hear it.
I want Bujitsu to at least respond, and please, Bujitsu.
Brother, I can't respond because I get cut off.
Go ahead, brother.
This is how you do on a biased platform, but it's cool. I could deal with it. So as I was saying, that's been going on. There's nothing that's going to be immunity. They got immunity already. Okay, so bringing that point up to me is mute. It don't mean shit. Don't mean
keep it clean. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. I get it. We're passionate right now.
All right. So now, the point I was making when I first came on here still has been kind of avoided. How we've been giving money, right? How America has been giving.
Brother, I asked you one simple question.
That's no answer.
I asked you one simple question. I didn't go all the way in reference to the W's because you got to keep it clean on TikTok. I said nothing in my conversation. I said one specific name. You went all the way back in time.
And
I asked you your opinion about Sonia Massey.
Thank you. And he won't do it. And listen, we don't got all day to do this same song.
We already know. Zeus,
we know he's
there's no brother here at this point in time, brother, because at this point in time, you have clearly shown to me that you would back. Stop talking. You have clearly shown to me that you have given me specific information that you would back that racist white tea cop that pew-pewed her in the face.
Thank you.
At this point in time, our conversation is over with.
Thank you.
Because it's like beating a dead horse against the head at this point in time.
All right. Well, listen.
I'm gonna drop me down because right now this dude is.
Your opinion.
I got you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up to Q Dog. We really Q Dog is doing God's work out here, ladies and gentlemen, to try to get through to this young man.
You got some really.
Bujitsu. Bujitsu. Here's the thing. Listen, you know what? You failed. I get it. You feel very passionate about that, but you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
They don't have any strong points about anything. All they do is insult.
Ladies and gentlemen, hold on, Bujitsu. Listen, we're gonna let the audience decide. We're
gonna let your biased audience decide. Sure, go ahead.
Lake of Fire, yes or no for Bujitsu, ladies and gentlemen. Lake of Fire, please let me know. Please, is he a prime candidate for hell?
You mean fake
prime candidate? Yes. Look at all the yeses. All right. Well, Bujitsu, the democracy is working very well here, and it seems you're possessed with the MAGA demon. There's no helping a person like you. You are special, but you don't understand why. Which is why. Lake of Fire.
Women control you, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Look at him. Unfortunately, Bujitsu, the truth is not in you, and you are on your way to hell. You may be a nice person, but when that MAGA demon is dealing with you, you're not a nice person. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Bujitsu a round of boos and shame.
Silence, you MAGA demon.
Some folks you just can't save. And I went above and thank you for the subscription, by the way. I went above and beyond, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't we? We went above and beyond to try to help that deranged special brother understand the error of his ways. And as you can see, whether it was him or the previous guest, not one Trump supporter is capable of being able to get up here and really defend their daddy honestly. It's a sick situation in this country. Sixth grade education, if you are still, ladies and gentlemen, out here trying to figure it out, who you should support, it's clear. Vote for the candidate that actually cares. Kamala Harris. Good morning, Devin. Am I pronouncing your name right?
It's Devin Nuto, host, and I've been here before. And
Devin Nuto. You've been very supportive of the kingdom, ladies and gentlemen. Put W's in the chat for Devin Nuto. Thank you. You've been doing an awesome job.
Yes, and I go on everybody's live. Everybody needs to know that I work for government, passport immigrations. I'm a
Okay.
DS-13.
Okay.
So serves in the military. Y'all need to stop.
Thank you,
Yeah.
creative.
Okay. Let me tell y'all what I voted for Trump the first time. I will never vote for him again.
Oh.
He's a hypocrite. He's a racist. Not only that, do y'all realize that he's causing worldwide wars if he gets back in the White House?
Oh.
Do y'all understand that there is other troops that were taken to Putin? Do y'all know that we froze the Russian access yesterday to use for Ukraine? And by the way, let me make this very clear. We are not giving Ukraine money. We've been giving them weapons we do not use to rebuild new weapons for our fellow soldiers here. Now we will use the Russian access to fund Ukraine.
Thank
so
you.
they do not come into Poland. Not only that, host, the guy in the Jewish community has got red on his hands. He wants Donald Trump to get back in because under the Harris and Biden administration, do you not know? Do you remember when Obama got in and what we had to do to bin Laden?
Oh yeah, I remember
Okay,
that.
we're gonna give them one choice if the Harris gets in. We are not going to continue funding this man to go into Israel and just keep going to other countries.
Yeah.
He is a Hitler. He is friends with
You
Trump.
so you agree he's a fascist?
Yes, he is, and he's racist. And I'm a woman of color. I'm mixed.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
All
Pablo, it is true. See, you got people out here saying you're lying, Devanuto.
You want y'all Google how many troops came from the like Chinese? I forgot his name. Host.
President Xi?
Yeah, 5,000 yesterday. Do you understand me? Why don't y'all go and Google or look on the New Right News and see where we froze the access to the Russian counts here. So you know what? I was down in North Carolina, and y'all coming down there threatening us, and Trump coming down here blocking roads while people needed to get in town to get medicines for their parents.
It was North Korea. I thought it was okay.
North Korea, 5,000. Am I right, host? Google that, and also Google where we access their funds. Here in the United States, Russia does not have any access to that any further. So no, I am military. I voted for Trump in 2016, I thought, because I didn't like Hillary because of the scandal with Russia and her husband.
Oh, and so that's why you did it. In 2020, who did you vote for?
I voted for Joe Biden.
Let's go. I get where you're coming from. You're very, very passionate, and it's clear you're also upset with these Trump supporters, just like we are.
I have had it. I've been here in Florida working with the FEMA people. And unfortunately, I have to wear my credentials. And y'all send the militia people. Trump just causing a lot of spew and hate amongst us. And you know why we're divided? Because he divided us. He called out the crazy white supremacists. Let me tell y'all something. Everybody is human. We all believe the same. Y'all stop the racist stuff because you know what? I'm not racist and I'm mixed. Everybody in this country is mixed. You will never have another white American because it ain't never going to happen. So you know what? You go back to 1950 because we're not. We're going forward. That's why we're going higher as y'all go lower. So you know what? Go educate yourselves. Sorry.
No. Get it off your chest because again,
Okay.
you're an American.
If you want, let me ask you something else. This is why I did vote for Donald Trump. Why in the heck did y'all storm the Capitol of the United States? It's not his. We the people voted him in. We the people voted him out.
Thank you.
8 billion people voted him out.
A
Why did you go to a cemetery that was for the fallen sisters of my brothers that's against the law for Photoshop? Why did he come to North Carolina knowing it was a hazard zone, using it for Photoshop? Why did J.D. Vance come down here to Virginia with Glenn Youngkin? Why it's a hazard zone? Why did we have militia groups threaten us down here in a hazard zone? It has to stop, and it needs to stop, damn it, right now.
Amen. Amen. Dog, it's a doggone shame right now.
By the way, I want everybody to Google this. As of the last couple of weeks, people, go back and look at Virginia Beach. We've had mailman pew and robbed. Go look and read. I'm not going to do it for you. Learn to read and Google. You know how to Google and touch the Google.
They
And say
showed.
Virginia Beach. Look up Melman and Pew Pews. And let me tell you something else. Y'all going to stop. We already talked to access terrorists already. We already got 6 on the watch. And why do we have 46 Russians in Florida are illegal? Do y'all know other borders are open besides the one y'all are picking on in Texas? We got Cubans coming in Florida. We got Russians flying in, okay?
What?
We need this bill passed where the Republican Party refused to come in to help us back get more FEMA for these people. But y'all want to put all these lies out there. We're not on the ground. But you know what? We are. And we got it. And stop showing pictures because we're going to take them down.
Amen.
It's a law to take picture in hazard zones and make your jolly so you can get followers. Stop it now.
Amen. Listen, Devanuto, you are doing God's work, all right, my friend. And as always, I really, truly appreciate all that you do to help keep this going, all right?
Post everybody knows me on every live.
Okay, well, listen, you are famous for a reason, all right? So keep it going.
Y'all just stop and y'all respect this man here, okay? And you respect the people of color. You know what? They came over here and built this country. Not only did they build this country, the Chinese built your railroads, okay? So you know what? From their ancestors, they built this country, not y'all.
Thank
Y'all
you.
white people stole this land from the Indians that was already belonging to somebody else.
Amen. 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 All right. Well, listen, you come on back now. I know you're a very, very busy person, but we need that energy, especially.
I'm going to stay in your live host and follow.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please make sure you check out Devanuto. All right. Follow her. All right. She's going everywhere where it's hot. All right. And I got to move it on. But thank you so much. All right. I really do appreciate you. Look at all that. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Devanuto a round of applause. No. Lies detected. Oh yeah. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting the truth out here. Those who crave it, it's here, but you gotta want it. All right. Let's bring up our next panelist. Who do we got next? Good morning, Takesha. How are you doing, my good friend? Oh my God. Look at the time. Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm all right. It's been one heck of a roller coaster this morning, huh?
It has, Zeus, but I wanted to say this. Number one, when the guest said that you sounded like a man over talking a woman, it just really let us know that he thinks a woman is beneath a man. Now, so I got that point from him.
Yep.
But this is what I wanted to say, and I really hope that he's still here, because I think that if he had been muted, and someone could have explained to him, because he wasn't listening when you were talking about it, because he kept saying billions of dollars to Ukraine. But I think if he had got the understanding that out of all that money is only 1% of money, and the rest are used weapons that we no longer use, and someone had said, well, sir, if we take that we gave to Ukraine, how is used weapons gonna house the homeless? Because you can't take used weapons and say, hey, here you go, homeless. This is gonna bring you a home, or this is gonna feed you.
Bujitsu.
So I think he needed more understanding of the money and the weapons that are gone to Ukraine, because that seems to be his biggest issue. But I don't think he understands that it's mostly weapons. And so maybe if he got the understanding that it's weapons that we're no longer using, that we're giving them, and then the economy over here grows because we got to have somebody to make new weapons.
Yes.
So that helps our economy. I think he may have gotten a better understanding that it's not straight money. And I think that's what he needed to get on. He needed that understanding.
Do you think he cared though? I mean, to me, he was just hell bent on being wrong. And that's the issue with a lot of these folks, right? Especially
and it is the issue, Zeus. But what we can walk away from after we told him is that we ourselves gave him all the education he needed whether he accepted it or not.
Amen.
It felt like that should have been drilled into him.
Drill.
So when he goes out and say it, it's still gonna be in the back of his head. Well, I might be out here lying, but I know the truth.
Amen.
So I think the lesson should have been, sir, you're saying money is not all money.
He knows.
He
didn't even know about the Budapest memorandum. So
and that's why I say he didn't know that it's not straight money. A lot of people that complain about the money to Ukraine, they think it's actually money. And we got to just keep letting them know it's not money. It's really weapons. And 1% of that money is actual money. But it's just like signing a contract on a house that you're paying for.
Right.
And just because the faucet breaks, you think we supposed to just not pay the mortgage that month? That's how this goes. We got a contract with these people that we're going to support them, and we can't just stop supporting them because some Americans feel like we shouldn't.
Amen. And he knows that. He knows that. I hope he meditates.
Zeus, you'll be surprised at how many people don't know that. And he's one of them. He doesn't know. He didn't even know about the agreement. That's why it says he lacks understanding in that area. And you'll be surprised how many people are mad about this money to Ukraine that doesn't know it's not really money.
They don't, because they get their information. I don't know where they get it. Oh, from Donald Trump. Yeah.
Correct.
There you go.
So I'm gonna let you move on after that, Zeus. I just wanted to. I hope he's still in, and I just wanted to explain that to him.
Well, what is his name? Bujitsu. I hope you're listening, and I look forward to hearing from you again. It's just we can't spend all day trying to get simple things through your thick skull, right, Takesha?
Correct.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, show Takesha some love, and let's give her a huge round of applause. Wow, you are also generous. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to continue to push the issue until the clock says 0. All right, and that's what these lives are all about. It's a lot of sweaty work. All right, it's a lot of sweaty work. All right, let's give her another round of applause. Alrighty then. Who do we got next, ladies and gentlemen? Who do we got next? All right, my good friend Shay. Welcome, Shay. What's going on? Oh my gosh.
Well, I'm gonna get out there and vote today, so I'm excited. And then my college son and his girlfriend will be voting for the first time tomorrow.
Let's go. That's what we are.
Yes. And
good.
So Kamala Harris is in Houston tomorrow.
Woo-wee!
And guess who is going to be there with her performing?
Take a guess. I don't know.
Beyonce, baby.
Wow. I didn't know that.
She's a Houston girl. Her hometown Houston girl, Beyonce, will be performing with Kamala Harris on Friday night. So that's exciting, Zach. I wish I could go, but I can't. But I'm just excited because Ted Cruz is actually very much in trouble. And so
you think so?
Yeah, he's in trouble. Yeah, they're tied neck and neck.
Wow, all the fear mongering that MAGA does isn't working.
No, it's not working, and we're the border state. The border. But most people understand what that's about.
Got it.
Border crossings are down, which is really, really good. But yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see this new thing that's supposed to drop, right? So,
what thing?
Well, there's supposedly a video and pictures of Trump groping a donor's minor's daughter, a minor.
Wait a second.
Yes.
You must have been reading my mind.
Yeah.
He's been caught on video, 4K.
Yes.
It gives a new meaning to when he says,
we're going to end that, and we will frack, and drill, baby, drill.
We now know what he means when he says drill, baby, drill, huh?
Yeah. Oh man, do we ever? I mean, this is it's a long list of women that have been groped by him, molested by him, raped by him. I mean, it just keeps going on, and this is a minor. So it's going to be interesting. I suppose it's either going to drop today or tomorrow.
It's over, MAGA. It really is. And this is, again, MAGA on MAGA violence.
Yeah. Yeah. But, there's going to be a lot in here that say, I don't care, the economy, right? And anytime I hear you guys do this, the economy is doing well now. But the fact that you won't look at statistics and you keep buying into it was much better under Trump. It wasn't. That was Obama's economy. It was Obama's economy. He rode in on it. Yeah, he didn't screw it up until, we get to the pandemic. But at the end of the day, then Biden again, here we've got a Democrat that is absolutely cleaning up the mess left back behind with a Republican president. And that is the deal. All the standards are much higher than they were under Trump. GDP is higher. Inflation is at the same levels. In fact, it was 2.9 under Trump. You guys don't even see that.
Obama did leave a good economy.
He did. He left a fantastic economy.
Greetings attacking.
And he got us out of the recession that Bush got us into. So it was a slow recovery, but it took a while, and he rescued the auto industry and everything. But you guys don't even understand that. Harris's internal polling is devastating. You guys really are lost in the sauce.
They say they don't understand that the exact same playbook Donald Trump has been running on them is being ran again. Isn't it interesting that the 2016 election, you look back, he was committing crimes trying to win, right?
Oh, absolutely.
2020, he was committing crimes trying to win. So we know in 2024 he's committing crimes trying to win.
100%. Riddle me this, Trumpies. So why is Trump refusing to sign standard documents that ensure a peaceful transition of power? He's refusing to sign these documents, Raskin and everybody, because after January 6th, they absolutely been putting in guardrails in place, because you don't think, nobody expected any of this to ever happen, that an American president would ever do something like January 6th. So they've got these standard documents for him to sign. He is refusing. Why?
I read about this. I heard about this morning.
Why? He's refusing to say, I will endure, even though he says, we had a peaceful transfer of power. I left the White House on January 20th. That is not what we're talking about. A peaceful transfer of power absolutely starts in October, where the potential new administration starts working with the current administration in case there's a split, in case there is a switch. So you start getting them up to date. They can start picking out their potential cabinet. They can start understanding the national security issues, everything. They need to be up to speed because there's the dead period between November and January 20th. And so there has to be a time of transition for this to take place.
Exactly.
But you guys have never paid attention to politics before. You didn't even know December 14th. You didn't know what happened on January 6th. You have never paid attention to any of this before. That's why you're still believing in the lies. Yeah.
Yeah. You hear that, Mike? Shay's not lying.
I'm not lying. It's the truth. You can fact check me anytime instead of looking like you're just, ridiculous. I'm not going to be quiet telling me to shut up. You don't like the fact that I have information that you've never heard. Sorry. You guys are the most uneducated bunch of people that run around on this planet. And it's really sad. They don't even use Vaseline. You guys are just bent over. And I don't know what to tell you, but all it takes is a quick Google search or Duck, Duck, Goose, whatever makes your heart happy. I don't understand it. I don't understand. You're okay with this, with him not agreeing to a peaceful transfer of power again. And him talking about Schmittler. You know what's so funny? You guys don't even know history. He's in there praising Schmittler's generals. Do you know how many assassination attempts there were against Hitler from his generals? That's what you want. The guy doesn't even know history. He thinks that his generals just did anything they wanted. No, he had several generals trying to off him. Mm-hmm. Several. There was over 40 assassination attempts against against Schmittler.
Exactly.
You didn't know that, did you? And I don't know about you, but our generals won the war, so I'd rather stick with our generals.
Thank you.
Like Patton and all those guys, MacArthur, Eisenhower. I'd rather stick to our generals.
You hear that? Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
they actually won the war. I mean, it's just, you guys are just ridiculous. But anyway, I'm going to move on. And yes,
all right.
so we're excited about Kamala Harris. And let's go, people.
All right.
Everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, show Shay some love. And let's give her a huge round of applause. No lies detected. All right. You see, ladies and gentlemen, this is a show of force. We have everyday Americans tuning into this broadcast and sharing out how they really do feel about the state of affairs in this country. And one thing is crystal clear. We are ready to turn a page on Donald J. Trump and his cults, all right, in this country especially. All right, we're going to hurry up and go straight to the box, ladies and gentlemen. Who do we have next? All right, let's see. I want to go. Let's see. Who do we got next? All right, Tiffany Speaks. You've been waiting for a long time. Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning, Zeus.
Good morning.
It's been a minute.
Okay.
The button.
Okay. Well, it's around that time where I try to cruise through and get through as many people as I can. So you're the lucky one.
I'll just keep you for a second.
Okay.
Really quick. I was listening to the gentleman earlier. I agree with everybody else. It's old weapons. We can do two things at the same time. And
thank you.
I think there's a lot of things out there that people don't, a lot of resources that are available. For instance, I'll give a quick little story. My father is a veteran, and for years he didn't collect his veterans benefits.
Wow.
And was homeless on the street and everything. And
right.
He got into a program, got his veterans benefits. He's 80% vested now, I think.
Wow.
And he gets over $2,000 a month between that and Social Security. He's on low income housing and has an apartment. He's had an apartment now for I think it's about 6-7 years. So
wow.
Nobody has to be homeless on the street. Listen, nobody has to. I live in California. There are shelters all over the place. I don't want to hear that we shouldn't be sending money to Ukraine because we have homeless people on the streets here. We can't, like Takesha said, we can't use weapons to house people. That's just ridiculous. And we can do both things at the same time. And besides the fact of that, every time a bill comes up for veterans, homeless people, children, school lunches, all of that stuff, Republicans vote against those very things. So I've never seen a bill passed in my 50 years of lifetime by a Republican that's helped me or anything.
Exactly.
So, with all that being said, I'm super excited for the first female president. It looks like Kamala Harris is doing an amazing job.
Let's go. Thank you. And I'm glad you said that, because some of these Trump supporters out here, they're still believing the polls that Donald Trump is paying for.
Yeah, well, we found out recently, we did find out that a lot of the GOP is paying for a lot of the polls, and it just doesn't make sense. They can tell by who is registered to vote, who's already voted, the people that haven't voted yet, and you pair that up with the Republicans that are voting for her, it's a wrap.
Bingo.
She's going to be our next president. You have a good day, Zeus.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Show Tiffany Speaks some love, and let's give her a huge round of applause. No lies detected. What we do, ladies and gentlemen, is very, very special over here. We get out here and we tell the truth, and we shame the devil. These polls that Donald Trump is paying for, we know not to fall for it again. Only MAGA continues to fall for this nonsense, all right? This is Jack. Good morning. How are you doing, my good friend? Nice to see ya. Welcome.
How you doing, Sue?
I'm all righty. All right. How you been?
I have been great until probably about 30 minutes ago.
Talk to us.
When you had these people on here, and first of all, second of all, and third of all, let me clear it up for Brujitsu. First of all, I don't even think he lives in this country, because when you look at his page, it's like Manila, the Philippines. It's like he's over there. That's probably why he kept telling you he was in the
Okay. He over there doing something.
Yeah, that's one of the first lies. So that just proves that he is getting paid to say the foolishness that he was saying. But I'm going to answer his question because not one time did you ever bring up Obama, Trump, and all the former presidents before him that had to give this same money to Ukraine and Israel were still not putting the money into the homeless that you were saying. You kept saying, why didn't she do it? Nobody else has done it. The money always goes where it goes. They get a budget. They agree for the budget. It doesn't matter if it's $900 billion in our defense budget, which is a little bit more than that. That money is not for the homeless population. It is for the defense budget. If they cared enough to make it straight for homeless, they would have a budget for that. But he kept talking around that and would not answer it. So for the idiot that said that, he will definitely be one of the left behind simple Negroes, we call them, that we won't even think about anymore. Also, the guy that came on before him, I want MAGA to hear me clearly.
Mike, I think it was Mike. Maybe it was Mike.
Mike fool self and the rest of the MAGA idiots. I need y'all to understand one thing, because when I was young, my mom and the elders in my family taught me, just because one person jumped off the roof don't mean you have to jump off the roof too. So please stop saying, oh, well, everybody else is a liar. Oh, yeah, he did this, but such and such did it too. That makes me feel like you think it is okay if one person unalived somebody, then it's okay for the next person to do it. That's how dumb that sounds. When y'all say such stupidity, and it just makes you feel like, oh, I need a reason to agree, so I'll just say, well, everybody else does it too. You sound simple. You sound uneducated.
Thank
that
you,
is
Mrs.
why
Jack.
he makes y'all feel like, and for him to part his lips to make fun of Joe Biden's stutter.
You heard him say that.
I heard him say that.
Yeah.
Because he what you said was smart, because he will con people into thinking that he is a good person because he sounds slow, he's mild mannered, he was talking nicely, so to speak.
Yeah.
But then as he kept talking, you hear the evilness come out. Evilness comes in a nice sound sometimes. And when you made fun of that man stuttering, I was disgusted, because no matter how you think you are, how nice you think you are, the nastiness came out for you to be that ableist and talk about that man's stutter, knowing that he has had it his whole life. But you can't compare that to how Donald Duck gets on the news and can't make a coherent sentence and always has to insult and call people names and stuff. How can you compare this person to that person?
You can't.
I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them in this rhetoric that they have, that everybody is the same and everybody lies because they lie too. No, all you are doing is making excuses because you knew that you have taken away all your morals and are willing to give up everything that you held dear to vote for this super racist, super misogynistic, super bigot, and put all your eggs in that basket, and no matter what he does, you're going to still vote for him.
Amen.
That's where they are.
That's what they are, but you know what we going to do? If they don't want to end up getting, if they don't want to deal with the truth, they're going to get smacked with the truth. All right, now listen, Mrs. Jack. I got to move it on, but as always, it's a pleasure to hear you. All right?
You have a good day.
Are you there?
Yes.
All right, are you okay, ladies and gentlemen? We're on down to the wire. Join me and let's give Mrs. Jack a huge round of applause. Show her some love. No lies detected. All right. Look at the time. Oh my God, look at this. Oh my, listen. I see some people out there struggling right now. Texas Sugar. You know what? I can't send you an invite. All right, but you need to work on. You really need to work on being possessed right now because it's getting sick. You too, Willie. All right, y'all are some of the most embarrassing people in this country I've ever seen. Good morning, Nutty. How are you doing? Good morning, Nutty.
Man, I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm all right. Texas Sugar, send us a guest request. I'll talk to you if you don't mind, but you got to stop what you're doing in the chat. Sorry, Nutty.
You know it ain't gonna happen. You know he ain't gonna send no guest request.
You never know.
Prove me wrong, Texas. I want to be a liar today. Prove me wrong. I'm such a liar. You know what my middle name is?
What's that?
Donald John Trump.
Woo, that name, if you look it up, if you look up the definition of liar, his name does show up. You can go fact check that.
Man, Donald Trump makes Pinocchio look like the seventh angel. I'm like, Pinocchio just got a bad rap. But they didn't know anything when they came up with Pinocchio.
They didn't.
They should rename it the Trump effect. Because if you lie to me, you just have the Trump effect.
Thank you.
You know, because Pinocchio, that poor character. I love Pinocchio, by the way.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Texas, he was a victim of a two-tiered justice system, right?
Absolutely. So I would like to ask a question to a MAGA. So very quickly, because I know you're trying to get out of here. All I want to know is if they support the military. I just want to hear one MAGA come up here and tell me if they support the military.
Any Trump supporters, support our men and women in uniform. Please identify yourselves.
Just very quickly. This is not a debate. This is just a question. I'm going to listen to you. I promise. Scouts honor.
They don't. They got no love for the military, Nutty. I'm looking. None of them are raising their hands and saying they do. So
maybe they'll come in. Maybe they'll come in tomorrow. But
yeah.
Listen, I just wanted to, once again, tell you, brother, that, hey, you're doing a great job. We got this in the bag. Kamala is our next president. MAGA. So y'all get your waders on, get your boots on, get your boats going, because the MAGA tears are flowing.
They are.
They are flowing.
You hear this? They're crying right now in the chat.
So they're flowing. So guess why, MAGA? She's gonna be your president.
Hey!
I'm sure I'll try to catch the kingdom tomorrow. Any MAGA want to come up? Please do. We'll see you tomorrow, brother.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up to my good friend, Nutty Professor. No lies detected. All right, we're gonna wrap this show up. All right, but
we're gonna end that, and we will frack,
y'all like
frack, and drill, baby, drill. Drill, baby, drill. We're going to be drilling so deep. We're going to be, for these guys, we're going to drill. We're going to take out so much.
Y'all want to drill, baby, drill?
You know, they go crazy when I say the late, great Hannibal Lecter. Drill, baby, drill. We're going to frack. Drill, baby, drill. There's a frack. This
is who he is. This is Donald Trump, ladies and gentlemen. Drill, baby, drill. I'm going to hell for that. Oh my God. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here. I want to give you all a special round of applause for tuning in. You like that? You like that? You like that? You like that, huh?
Drill, baby, drill. We're going to frack. Drill, baby, drill like it's Hannibal Lecter.
Drill like it's Hannibal Lecter.
We're going to drill, baby, drill. We're going to drill like it's Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, we in trouble over here.
Baby, drill. We're going to drill, baby, drill. We're going to drill like it's Hannibal Lecter. Tell, baby, drill. We're going to drill, baby, drill like it's Hannibal Lecter. Insane asylums. You know, they go crazy when I say the late, great Hannibal Lecter.
Right.
Okay, they say, why would he mention Hannibal Lecter? You're going to lower your taxes. Deep, insane asylums. You know, they go crazy when I say the late, great Hannibal. Drill, baby, drill. We're going to frack. Drill, baby, drill like it's Hannibal Lecter. Drill, baby, drill.
Y'all crazy out there.
Lower your taxes. Deep, insane asylums.
All right, seriously, I got to get out of here. Y'all wouldn't believe it, but it was getting... If it wasn't dangerous, all right? If it wasn't dangerous. Woo! Okay, all right, listen, you all deserve a round of applause. Thank you for tuning in today, seriously. Thank you for helping. I want to give a special thank you to all the subscribers, gifters, moderators, and panelists. You've all done an outstanding job helping to keep this show entertaining, engaging, and educational. Seriously, I couldn't do it without you. I also want to give our final round of booze and shame. And you know who this goes out to all of the Zeus haters, right? And not just my haters, these are also your haters. You like that song, Takesha? I might play it for you again after this, all right? I might play it for you one more time. I'm telling you, that song is dangerous. Don't let it get to your mind. Do not. Okay. But this goes out to the Zeus haters. They get on TikTok and promote misinformation and disinformation on behalf of Vladimir Putin and the Kremlin, all right? They promote evil, misogyny. I can't use bigotry, xenophobia, hatred, criminality, and just all kinds of corruption. Trust me when I tell you this, lady. Trust me when I tell you, these folks are the worst of the worst. They are truly the scum of the earth. Join me in giving them our final round of boos of shame.
Silence, you MAGA Damon.
Y'all want some more drill? y'all want some more of that drill?
We're going to end that, and we will frack, 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 and drill, baby, drill.
Y'all like that?
You know, they go crazy when I say the late, great Hannibal Lecter, drill, baby, drill, we're going to frack, frack, drill, baby, drill, goes a black, frack, frack. Just a baby, just a lots of baby hurricane. Because you know she's gonna bang. You know she's gonna bang.
Y'all like that?
Up her there, she.
Y'all go. All right.
Drill, baby, drill. We're gonna frack, frack, frack. Drill, baby, drill like it's Hannibal Lecter. Tell, baby, drill. We're gonna drill, baby, drill. We're gonna drill like it's Hannibal Lecter. Tell, baby, drill. We're gonna drill, baby, drill.
Y'all wanna drill like it's Hannibal Lecter?
Drill, baby, drill, we're gonna drill, baby, drill like it's Hannibal Lecter time. Insane asylums. You know, they go crazy when I say the late, great Hannibal Lecter. Okay, they say, why would he mention Hannibal Lecter? We're gonna lower your taxes. Deep, insane asylums. You know, they go crazy when I say the late, great Hannibal. Drill, 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 baby, drill, we're gonna frack, frack, frack. Drill, baby, drill like
y'all crazy! Oh my god, oh my god. Alright, I gotta get out of here, alright, seriously. I might have to drop the song. It sounds like y'all like that. I might have to drop the song, alright? Alter Ego, thank you so much, alright, I gotta get out of here, but before we do, you know we gotta end it on the music. Take care, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great rest of your morning. We are out of here. Have a great rest of your morning. Y'all don't be singing that song. Please don't. We did it. What a great show. You like the drill, baby, drill? Y'all going to hell with me. Thank you, CC. Let's go. Hey, Devenuto. Thank you. Wow. I know even the Trump supporters like drill, baby, drill. Devenuto, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Wow. We're gonna drill, baby, drill, right? Thank you for the subscription. Devenuto. Let's go! Wow, thank you so much, Devenuto. Alright, I'll play it one more time. I'll play drill, baby, drill. Because you've been so kind to do. Seems like, you like that, Ed? I told you I was going to do it. You got drill, it's stuck in your head. Imagine what I had to deal with after I made it. Alright, it was in my head. I had to listen to it by myself. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Devenuto, thank you. Wow, you are so kind. Let's go, let's go. Woo! Symphony for the people. Nice to see you. Y'all like drill, baby, drill? Frack, frack, frack. Let's go, let's go. because you've been so kind this morning. Tinkerbell, right? Thank you, Devin Newton. I can't with you. Mount Negro, my man. Let's go. Thank you. God. Sorry, Mom. Miss Vaughn. Miss Vaughn, thank you so much. All right, listen, Mom, sorry. I don't want to play Drill Baby Drill, but the audience, they've been asking for some more Drill Baby Drill.
So we're going to end that, and we will frack, 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 and drill, baby, drill.
You like that? You like that?
You know, they go crazy when I say the late, great Hannibal Lecter, drill, baby, drill, we're going to frack, frack, drill, baby, drill, goes a frack, frack, frack. Just a baby, just a lots of big energy, because you know she's going to bang, kid, right? Up her there, she,
woo!
Drill, baby, drill, we're going to frack, frack, frack. Drill, baby, drill,
hey. Thank you.
Drill, baby, drill, we're gonna drill, baby, drill, we're gonna drill like it's Hannibal Lecter. Drill, baby, drill, we're gonna drill, baby, drill, we're gonna drill like it's Hannibal Lecter. Drill, baby, drill, we're gonna drill, baby, drill like it's Hannibal Lecter. Insane asylums. You know, they go crazy when I say the late, great Hannibal Lecter. Okay, they say, why would he mention Hannibal Lecter? We're gonna lower your taxes, deep insane asylums. You know, they go crazy when I say the late, great Hannibal. Drill, 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 baby, drill, we're gonna frack, frack, frack. Drill, baby, drill, like it's Hannibal Lecter. Drill, baby,
I'm done with y'all.
Drill, we're gonna lower your taxes, deep insane asylum.
I'm done with you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know we got to get out of here. All right, we got to give Vice President Kamala Harris the last word.
I promise to be a president for all Americans. You can always trust me to put country above party and self.
Thank you.
To hold sacred America's fundamental principles, from the rule of law to free and fair elections, to the peaceful transfer of power.
You hear that? You hear that? All right, I'm out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Take care and stay safe.
Drill, baby, drill, we're gonna frack, frack, frack. Drill, baby, drill, like it's Hannibal Lecter. Drill, baby, drill, we're gonna drill, baby, drill, we're gonna drill, like it's Hannibal Lecter.
Hey!
Drill, baby, drill, we're gonna drill, baby, drill, we're gonna drill, like it's Hannibal Lecter. Drill, baby, drill, we're gonna drill, baby, drill, like it's Hannibal Lecter. Yesterday she got up, she started ranting and raving that Donald Trump wants to put a tax on gasoline, a tax on food, a tax on We're gonna lower your taxes, deep insane asylums. You know, they go crazy when I say the late, great Hannibal. Drill, 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 baby, drill, we're gonna frack, frack, frack. Drill, baby, drill, like it's Hannibal Lecter. Drill, baby, drill, we're gonna lower your taxes.